Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for the 18th through the 24th of September 2022. Hope you guys had a really great week. I'm going to take a quick second just to remind you that it's a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone. Also keep in mind that the energies can reverse or flip-flop. It's not that unusual. I am giving away a free personal tarot reading at the end of this month, and if you're interested in that, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment. You have to do all three to qualify, and the more times you enter, the more opportunity you have to win. So let's get started, Gemini. Spirit, can I have the energy of Gemini? Thank you, Spirit. Gemini. Thank you. All right. Gemini, you are starting out with the Star card in reverse. We have the Six of Wands coming out with the Seven of Wands. And we have the Ace of Pentacles reverse coming out with the Devil in reverse. Wow. Okay. So, I do feel like, Gemini, that you're kind of standing your ground here with this Seven of Wands. This is a situation that has progressed. And I think that that's where you're going to find your success, is by standing your ground. And you realize this. Okay, now there's a situation that you may have, particularly in the past, felt was a little bit hopeless. It had to do with an ending, and either an ending that was very toxic or ending something that is very toxic. And there is a difference. Now, the ending could have been a relationship or a situation that was very toxic, and you may have felt that that was a hopeless situation, but you know that if you stood your ground here, you would be successful. Now, if this was something very toxic that's ending, this could be something internal, something you're trying to end, that you actually have ended, that you know has been toxic in your life. Some kind of a habit, something that you have realized that you're bringing into your life that's toxic. You have understood that standing up for yourself, standing your ground in this situation is what's going to bring you success. So take it as it applies for you. I will say that in either situation, in the past you felt that it was a bit hopeless, but you actually are seeing success with it now. It's like you're cleaning up your life here in some form. All right, so let's see who's in your energy. All right, we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Nine of Swords. Wow, somebody is a real warrior. Whoever's in your energy here, Gemini, they are really in their head. There's something that they're releasing from their past, or this could be somebody that there's been an ending between the two of you. Or they could be worried that whether or not you're releasing something here. But I can tell you, and we'll clarify it, but I can tell you that they overthink the situation a great deal. And they're very, very worried about whether or not you're going to be able to get past this toxic situation. Now, if they're the one that's toxic and you're releasing them, they're very worried about that. They feel cut off from you, and they know that you're releasing them. So again, you'll have to take it as it applies. Regardless, they are obsessively thinking about this. Either way it goes, they're obsessively thinking. Let's see the energy between the two. This person could have a relative, particularly a mother, that is overbearing or toxic. Or they may feel that there's a older female in your life that is toxic and they need to be cut out. All right. So the energy between the two, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So there's either an ending or an argument that has occurred here. The two of you are not seeing eye to eye. For a lot of you, this does appear to be an ending, but not everybody. So if there is a toxic person, Gemini, that you're cutting out of your life, that's where the ending is. If there is something toxic in your life that you are trying to get a handle on, and you're trying to overcome some toxic pattern in your life, that's where you're not seeing eye to eye with this person, and it's more of an argument versus a ending. So let's see what's affecting the connection. Thank you, Spirit. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So things not moving in a good direction. Things are stuck. Yeah, things are stuck. They're not moving in a positive direction right now. And that's what's affecting the connection. So your outcome is the Death card. Now, if this has to do with a toxic person, you're going to end that connection. And rightfully so, according to the cards, this person is definitely toxic and poisonous. So rightfully so. Although they don't appear to be on the surface, they are. Their time has expired. Yeah. Yeah, their time is over. If this is where you're not seeing eye to eye and you're trying to release something toxic within yourself or your life, that's not a person, I see a transformation happening. And it's because it's time. It's time for you to let go of something that's very toxic here. It's time to clean up your life. I just heard clean that shit up. So I don't know who that's for. All right. So I'm seeing two very different timelines, and you're going to have to really decide what resonates for you. Now, at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy. And this tells me that it's a decision that's being made here, or has been made. And I do think that you took the time here, Gemini, to really weigh up the pros and cons. And that would be regardless of which situation it is. You took the time to weigh up the pros and cons and to make a balanced decision. And so that's underlying everything. You're really in control of this. And that might be why this person is on the other side here is kind of freaking out, because it might be that it's hitting their control issues. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Star in reverse? All right, we have the Queen of Cups, water sign energy, that would be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, and we have the Three of Cups reversed. So the person that is on the other side is not, either you're not happy about this person, and you've kind of given up hope on this coming back together and being happy in this connection, or they're not happy about something here. feeling as if in the past you have given up on making these changes. Yeah, so if this person is toxic and you're ending it, they're not happy about that, and or you're not happy with them, you've given up on it. You know that you're not going to be happy there. But if this is somebody that you're still wanting to be with, but you've had this argument, they're not happy. They're not happy. And it is somebody that you have a lot of love for, but you realize they're not happy here. They may have given up hope on you making these changes. So let's look at where you're cleaning this up. All right. 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the Lovers reversed. So there was something here that was underhanded. There was something treacherous, something lying, cheating, stealing, something here that was treacherous, all right? You were very worried about this. You were afraid that revealing it perhaps might end this connection. Or it could be that it was the other person, and it caused you to feel a lot of concern and worry. You may have been always worried, were they doing something that was dishonest? Again, as it applies. So let's look at that. If you're ending the situation with this person, they're toxic, this person was definitely doing dishonest things. It had you constantly upset, constantly worried. All you wanted to do was to be in a successful relationship, but what you got instead was dishonesty. You stood up to this person and you ended it. If this is a situation that you're still with this person, you're working on your own issues, releasing something toxic, it has to do with dishonesty in you. There's some kind of dishonesty, and you are very, very concerned about that because you are afraid that it's going to end this connection entirely. And you have love for this person. You do love this person. So, I mean, this could even be something that's, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, and it could be something that you do with this person, or it could be entirely not, and they've been very worried about it. They've been very upset about it. I do see that you want to have success with this person. You want to clean this up, and I do see that you're going to stand your ground on this. So you may have been very defensive about whatever this behavior was in the past, and that may be what has caused the arguments. And so you may be realizing that if you don't clean this up, it's going to cost your relationship in that instance. Now let's look at your bottom energy. All right, there's that Star in reverse again. We have the Knight of Swords reversed, and we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so in the first scenario where this person on the other side is very toxic and you're ending this, I do feel that you know that it's a hopeless situation. You know you don't feel that you're ever going to be happy in love in this situation. And so you may decide that you're not even going to try to speak your truth. You're just going to end it. Yeah, you may feel unheard. You may feel that you just don't want to argue with this person. So you're just going to let go of something very toxic. You're going to release this person, You're going to end it, and you'll tell them and then shut everything down. So in that situation, I feel like you're going to deliver that news, and it's probably going to be pretty blunt, and then you're out. You're not going to argue with this person. You have no intention of arguing with them, because I feel like this person does these circular arguments where nothing gets accomplished. In the case where this is a relationship and you're releasing something toxic from yourself, it could be that there's lying that's going on, or it could be also that you feel unable to tell this person everything. You feel in the past that you have not been able to speak your truth. And it's due to fear. It's fear that this person is going to leave you. I feel like there's a great fear here that this person will leave you and end the connection. But you are overcoming that, and you're going to come forward, and you're going to be very truthful and honest with this person. It'll start small and then grow. But you'll likely test the waters as to whether or not you can trust this person by revealing just a little bit. It's fear-based, Gemini. This is fear-based if you're in that situation. Now let's look at your person. Why is the Six of Cups in reverse? All right, we have the Four of Cups reversed, and we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, this person is feeling as if that they've been ignored. That they've been ignored in the past. I feel like now that you are walking away, they're taking more notice. They may have ignored you in the past. So, yeah, this is somebody that, yeah, if you're releasing this person, or you did release this person in the past, I feel like the minute you walked away, their head kind of spun back around, and they were like, wait a second. I can see my Gemini. Hey, what about me? They may have fears that of whether or not you're going to return back to something that's toxic. That you may be walking away from something toxic now, but that you are going to return to it. And so they're fearful of that. Why is the Eight of Swords here? All right, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, they're trying to make up their mind as well. So Two of Pentacles reversed is underlying energy. They have it in the upright. So I feel like they're kind of weighing up the pros and cons here. That has to do with an ending. If you're letting them go, they realize it. They're realizing that you're ending this connection, and they are like thinking about nothing but that. They are really in their head. They're obsessing about it. They're really obsessing about it. And if this is something that you're releasing out of your life, I do think that they are acknowledging here that you're making this decision. And I feel like they may be saying to you, look, you have to make this decision or this connection can't continue. So this person may have prompted you to release it. If you're releasing negativity and toxicity out of your life that's not a person, it might have been prompted because this person said to you, I can't deal with this anymore. And if you can't let go of this toxic behavior, I can't be with you. That's what this argument has been about. Because they feel stuck. They feel that things have taken a bad turn between the two of you. And so they may have given you an ultimatum. Why is the Nine of Swords here? All right, we have the Seven of Wands and we have the Ten of Swords reversed. If this person is toxic and you're ending the connection, they're very defensive about it. They feel that someone else brought that to the forefront. They don't feel like it's you, Gemini. They feel that someone else did that. Someone else prompted it. Someone outside of this connection. Someone else gave you the idea. Likely the older female that I saw earlier. And they feel like it's a betrayal, but that you're gonna get past it. You're gonna realize and get past it, that it's gonna progress, and that the two of you, there will be a new cycle. So they feel that it's not you making the decision, that somebody's pushed you to make this decision. Now, if this is the second scenario, and this is a person that may have given you an ultimatum to release some toxic behaviors, or they would not be able to be with you, I feel like they're going to stand their ground because they have gone through so much difficulty with you. They don't want an ending. They really don't want an ending with you. But they're going to stand their ground. So if pushed to do so, they will. So this person has definitely issued an ultimatum, and this is probably why you are making this decision here to let go of something toxic that's in your life, some kind of toxic behavior. Let's see why the Two of Cups here is in reverse. All right, we have the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy. That's Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, let's talk about the first situation first. I do see, Gemini, that you're going to take action here. This is a card of action. You're going to take action to end this. You're not happy, and you may be actually, you may be thinking of someone else as well, although I don't think that you have actually entered into any other kind of relationship. You may have your eye on someone else. And so you're going to take the steps necessary to end this with this toxic person. They're going to be very clear about this. They want the truth, and they're going to get the truth. I feel like they're going to want to talk. And what they want to talk about is that as soon as you're walking away, they're going to be saying, let's give this another chance. So they're going to really want to be talking. They're going to be seeing things a lot more clear. But I feel like by then it's too late. The only thing is that they still believe that someone else is behind this. They don't believe you're behind this, Gemini. Now, if this is a situation that you're releasing something toxic in your life, unfortunately, it looks like for some of you, it's a third-party situation. That there could be like a third party. And this person has given you an ultimatum that it's either me or them. And they're going to communicate that very clearly to you. they feel extremely disrespected, and they feel like you are not recognizing their relationship with you, that you are basically minimizing them by, you know, having third-party connections. So therefore, this is why this ultimatum. They're going to very clearly communicate that. And they also want the truth. They want the truth as far as if there's someone else involved here. All right, so why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles and we have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. In the first scenario where, Gemini, you're releasing someone who is toxic, you may be avoiding that person by spending time at work. You may feel stuck in the situation, and like I said, you're not speaking your truth, and so the way you're handling it is to spend a lot of time working on your money. In the second scenario, and let's talk about them. Well, we'll talk about them in a minute. In the second scenario, I see you putting work into the connection because you don't want it to end. Yeah, I see you acknowledging and putting work into this connection in order to create a change. Your person, in the first scenario, be careful, because if you're ending this, this toxic connection, there's something to do with money here. So make sure that this person is not in some way taking advantage of you financially, because I feel like they could be. This is not really the nicest of people in that scenario. You're right, they are toxic. And I feel like there's something here about them taking money, or, you know, keeping money to themselves, hiding money. It's going to bring about some very poor karma to them, but I think you should probably be very aware of that. In the second scenario, again, I'm getting the same message, that this person feels like you're juggling, and it's a very clear decision for them. Either stop juggling, stop giving your attention to more than one person, or this person is out, because they're very upset about it. They're very upset about this. They feel stuck in a situation that is not what they thought it was going to be. And it could be somebody at work that you are seeing or having an affair with, or at least that's what they believe. Now, let's look at the outcome. And I just heard that for somebody out there, one of you Geminis, it's both. The toxic person you're ending it with is the affair. Interesting. All right, so why is the Death card here? Thank you. All right. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Death card, and we have Judgment reversed. So you've got the Death card, and it is actually clarifying the Death card. Now, so that's profound. So Gemini, I do see, let's talk about the first scenario. I'd see you ending something. It is a connection that is toxic. You're correct. You're definitely going to end it because you want real commitment. You want a commitment that is happy and a reason to celebrate. You don't want a commitment that is toxic. Okay? So you, like I said, some of you have your eye already on someone else. And I do see you ending that situation with someone toxic. For some of you, though, you may be married to this person. And you're going to be ending that. It's a toxic marriage. Now, for those of you that are in a connection and there's something in your life that you're getting rid of, and it does look like it's a third party or third party energy, I see you ending that in order to save your marriage, to bring about positivity and happiness within your marriage. Take it as it resonates for you. Your person is making a judgment call here. The person that you're ending things with, they are realizing that this is not coming back together, that you're going to stand your ground and it's not going to come back together. They're disagreeing with it. They feel that it's a poor judgment call, but they realize that this is done. In the event that this is the second scenario, this person is going to stand their ground. They are waiting to see what you are going to do. This is someone you are married with. They don't want to make a poor judgment call here. They realize this is a judgment call, and they're waiting to see. They're waiting to see, Gemini, what are you going to do? And I think that based upon that, they're going to make their judgment call. They're afraid of making a poor judgment call. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords in the reverse. Now this tells me that there's difficulty here. There's a feeling of being stuck in a situation that is very chaotic. And in either situation, that's exactly what I'm seeing. So let's pull some oracles, see if there's any further messages. That's underlying energy, by the way, that feeling of being stuck in chaos. It was actually kind of a difficult read because I feel like I was doing 2 readings at one time. Thank you. All right, so on your side here, we have, I am grateful for today, and we'll let you fill in the blank on that, Gemini. For your person, we have, I radiate confidence and positivity. And for the connection, it says, you'll be amazed at what you attract after you start believing in what you deserve. Interesting. Okay, I hope this has been helpful for you, Gemini. If you are interested in the drawing for the free tarot reading, be sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and drop me a comment. All right, I will see you next week in the weeklies. Namaste.